Hey everyone, you're watching WisdomShots. Once upon a time in a village, a businessman showed up with a strange business proposal. He called all the villagers and said, I will buy monkeys from you for rupees 10,000 each. The villagers found this was like easy money because a lot of monkeys around. They rushed out to the nearby forest and started catching monkeys left, right, center. The businessman bought lots of them at that price. As more and more monkeys got caught, it became harder to find one. So people started losing interest and they went back to their usual task. Then the businessman came with a different strategy to get everyone back into monkey catching mode. He said, I'll pay rupees 20,000 per monkey, double the price. It was a jackpot. People got really excited. So they went back to the forest hunting for monkeys like crazy. Soon the supply diminished and people, got tired and they started going back to their farms to do their own task. The businessman came back and said, I will give you 50,000 rupees per monkey. 50,000. But the problem was there were no monkeys, right? So people got tired and, they just gave up. And when everyone was about to give up, the businessman said, I'll give you more time because I'm going to the city for some business. And I'll come back after 3 weeks. But my assistant is here and he will take over. And this assistant, what he did? He told the villagers, hey, look at all these monkeys. The boss is not here, it's all with me. And I will sell them to you for rupees 25,000 each. And when he's back after 3 weeks, you can sell them to him for 50,000. Deal, right? People lined up, emptied all their savings and bought those monkeys like there was no tomorrow, for 25,000. Super rush, like the Akshaya Tritiya rush. After sales, they never saw the assistant, nor the businessman. All that was left were monkeys everywhere in the village. And the villagers felt like donkeys. The villagers' greed blinded them to the reality of the situation. They were so focused on the prospect of making short money and they failed to see the risk and ultimately lost everything. Recently, my housemaid, she wanted to go to her hometown for election for voting, which is some 300 kilometers away. And we were like, wow, we need people like this in our country, like responsible citizens. And it's not just her, but one full gang of maids and cooks in our society, they all went for voting, right, in their hometowns. So later we came to know that the real excitement was not for voting, but for the freebies offered by each party. They also got direct cash from some political parties. What they did not realize was these political parties were doing monkey business with them. If they invest X amount in someone, they're confident they will make 10x later from the same system. Just like the businessman in the story who offered increasingly higher prices for monkeys, politicians make promises, freebies, subsidies, all those things during election campaign to attract voters. And these promises may seem fascinating at first glance, but can be unsustainable or detrimental in the long run. And we end up paying a heavy price later. And you may think that these things happen only in villages with uneducated people. Not really. Every day, thousands of people, educated people, are trapped and fooled by different schemes, scams, short-term money-making schemes, easy profit, easy money business, huge discounts, too good to be true offers, basically all kind of scams, modern-day monkey business. I want to share with you one of my favorite stories on the same theme. There was a king who called his advisors and asked them to write down the wisdom of the ages, so that he could pass it on to the future generations. So after a lot of work, the advisors came up with several volumes of wisdom and presented them to the king. The king said, this is too long, people would not read it. So advisors went back to work and came back with one volume. And king said the same thing, it's too long, people will not read it. They came back again with one chapter, king said too long. And then one page, king said no. And then finally, they came up with one statement, one sentence that satisfied the king. He said that if there was one piece of wisdom that he wanted to pass on to future generations, it is this one statement. Do you know what the ultimate wise statement is? The statement is this: there is no free lunch. I repeat, there is no free lunch. If someone is offering you something which is too good to be true, be careful. There will be some hidden agenda at play. There are no free lunches. Let's pay the price and enjoy the meal with no regrets. Thank you so much for watching. I am Sreejith Krishnan. Stay happy, stay healthy.